Inventory management, folks. There we go. I was talking about this in the last set. Yeah, someone apparently proclaimed in all sincerity that milk was a symbol of white supremacy. If you must travel a long distance, then a bat is your best option. This crate must reach Bro quickly. That is easily done, or bats fly there daily. Blah de blah de blah. Oh fuck, I'm tired. Can I be honest? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh well. Remember I was saying the Ratgate event. The alliance faces a boss down there in that pool of green liquid. It's like a giant tendril or something. Don't really remember the details, but I remember the alliance has to square off against him. And it's weird, there is a Stormwind thing there, which doesn't make sense. You know? That's the Stormwind logo. This was Orderon. They had a different logo. Two different human kingdoms. Now they, you know, Stormwind is like the surviving one, you know? Or like the rest have either fallen or just fallen in line behind Stormwind. But it, you know, it doesn't make sense for the Orderon to have Stormwind banners up, you know? Weird. Shandalyn, you return. Diverse supplies from the Undercity. Good work, Shandalyn. These weapons will ensure our deck guards don't get caught unprepared. You've done a valuable service for a Dark Lady. Was just observing that like this one's level 5, she's level 25 and whatnot. Just acknowledging. Forsaken High Command. Go there. Okay. Ooh. Rage for a Chasm drops item level 18 gear. Sample reward. Fan of Adarog. It's one-handed. Dagger. Gives 3 agility and 2 stamina. I can also apparently do a Ratty Basin now. Interesting. Also do I could also run Dead Mines if I wanted. So anyway, can I actually do those on trial counts or starter edition counts, whatever it's called? Probably not. And the orcs. Sylvanas raises an eyebrow, so the orcs are in order. Sylvanas reads a commendation letter. Recovered their supplies, killed a dozen Worgen, toppled an Etten, freed their soldiers and destroyed the Skitterweb matriarch. I say this rarely, Shandalyn, but I'm impressed. Perhaps your ability matches your aspirations. We shall see. For now, you will be tested. Fenris Isle stands defiantly at the heart of Ordermere Lake, a cruel memory of a time long since past. Though no longer infested by null vermin, a new threat has emerged. Human refugees, driven from their holdings in Hillsbrad, have fled to Fenris Isle in hopes of escaping defeat at our hands. A critical error on their part. Yeah, why would you flee just south of the enemy's capital? Yes, it may be on an island on the middle of a lake, but they got bats. They have the ability to swim. You know? It's... Sorry, I just need to take a drink. It doesn't, you know, it's not the most logical of moves. What would have been better is for the human refugees to flee to the Irati Highlands. There's some Alliance people there. Failing that, they could flee up to Airy Peak. There's Alliance people there. Failing that, they could go to Western Plaguelands. As of time of the Cataclysm, the Western Plaguelands, the plague there has pulled back. It's there's people reclaiming the land there now. There's a bit of a Horde Alliance conflict rather than everyone versus Scourge conflict. There's still a bit of Scourgy going on, but it's toned down, So, there's a few different avenues that are better than going right to the Forsaken's doorstep, And they're Hillsbrad refugees, not Gilneas refugees, keep in mind. So they aren't going from down here. They're coming from over here and probably heavily here. So they could go down to Arati or up to the Plaguelands. Arati Highlands is contested. It's not, Horde only, to be clear. As far as I remember, anyway. The Hinterlands is here with Airy Peak. I know Airy Peak's over here, I think. Western Plaguelands. Yes, Western Plaguelands. This is what I meant. There's Underhall here. They've cleaned that place up, though there's a Alliance Horde conflict going on there now. This means war. Wild Arachnid Roundup. Also Nathaniel Dema. I think I've done those quests before, because I remember those characters. Also, weirdly enough, as a Horde, I can get a quest into the woods after the Argent Officer there, which wouldn't be a good idea, because Pureheart is down there at the Chillwind Camp, which is an Alliance thing. But yeah, it's basically what I'm saying is those Hillsbrad refugees made a very, very poor choice in going up there.
What joy is there in this curse?
Don't no longer infested by null vermin, a new threat has emerged. Human refugees driven from their holdings in Hillsbrad have fled to Fenris Isle in hopes of escaping defeat at our hands. A critical error on their part. You are to take Agatha with you to Fenris Isle, and so are all humans. She will raise the fallen as Forsaken, bolstering her forces in the process. Do not fail me, Shandalyn. But I thought you couldn't force them to be... I thought we couldn't force them to be Forsaken. To join Sylvanas. I thought, free will, free choice was the thing. Or has she so quickly abandoned that? And what's this? Death Walk. Able to walk on water. Oh, that's fantastic. And here I thought I was going to have to slowly amble over here. Also, this is a sagefish school. Alright then. Again, for whatever reason, I thought sagefish was a later on fish. Like I was saying back in my rogue thing. Aw, my poor imp didn't benefit from Death Walk. Interesting. Agatha, life is meaningless. It is in the afterlife that we are truly tested. Good for you. Also, why do the people here have one of the plague canisters? I will treat them, unless they're trying to study them. Doom Howl, stunned. Cool. They got Mighty Order on. Christ. Decreases time between melee attacks by 10% and damage is increased by 10%. Sorry, for a moment there I could not speak. Just sometimes the word, just words don't cooperate, It's quite annoying. It's quite irritating. Quite annoyingly, I also can't get any loot off any of these. And, you know, I would kind of want to get some, you know, more quad. Would kind of be nice. Rise, Hillbride refugee. Become forsaken. And to go down. Come on. Hit. Thank you. Are you really trying to kill me with a rolling pin? Alright then. Health drain. Okay. I was expecting this place not to go quite as shit on the inside, to be honest. I don't know why, I was just expecting it to look a touch nicer, considering what we see on the outside. Oh, and they'd be turned into Forsaken Troopers. Like, apparently Sylvanas gave up on the whole free will thing quite quickly. Then again, remember I was saying, mentioning Western Playgons. They, one of the guys does, like he has a, I know, you know, brothers in death kind of thing with a human Death Knight. He's a Blood Elf Death Knight, brothers in death kind of thing with a human Death Knight. And, like, they weren't allies when they were living, but they care about each other now. Better late than never, you know? And Sylvanas doesn't approve, basically. So she takes the guy away, the Blood Elf, to be re-educated. And we never find out anything else beyond that. But, you know, I guess maybe that's another sign she is giving up on the whole let them have free will kind of thing, you know? Considering she's taking him away to be re-educated. Then again, who knows what exactly that means, because that storyline was never completed. Like, it was just kind of left hanging there. I do kind of like the music here, I have to say. They're gone. Just need one more. You used to be able to, when you're killing the gnolls here. Well, firstly there used to be gnolls here, but when you would kill them, they would have a chance of dropping a head. Regrettably, I never had a horde character here, so I never did the quest. But, oh well. Annoyingly, yeah, as I figured. I was hoping not to aggro them, but when they did the Doom Howl thing, they got aggroed. But yeah, anyway, the my English. Yeah, I never did the head quest. I could get the item as a alliance person, but I couldn't do the quest, so I never ended up doing it again. Well, sorry, I never ended up getting to do the quest, because, like I said, while I could get it as an alliance person, I couldn't. Well, I could get the quest item. I couldn't start the quest. I had to be a horde. And, well, I never had a horde character at the correct level to do it, so I never did it. Or, actually, maybe I did have a horde members at the right level, but never, when they were at the right level, I never bought them here. So, never got to do it. You could still look it up on, like, WoW Wiki if you're curious, but, yeah, I can't, you know, I don't know anything about it, so if you were hoping I could say something about it, well, I can't. I see everything Shandalyn. True Agatha, always known to me. The humans will fare better in the afterlife as Forsaken. Agatha was also saying, bow before your new master, and I sense doom in your future, Shandalyn. You must strike at their leaders, Shandalyn. You'll find them holed up in the old keep. Battle your way inside and find the holdouts. Turn them for your queen. None shall escape the mighty grasp of the Forsaken. Flesh and bone. Staff of a formidable opponent and sword of insurgents. Damn. Level 13 Morgan Sentry. Battle Roar. Damage dealt increased by 5%. Knife. Hurry, my lord. The enemy's upon us. Christ. It is kind of funny. They like jump out, ambush, and then they hear a horn blow, and they're just like standing there cowering for a moment. It's just kind of like a funny image. Like, oh, you were really regretting that ambush now, aren't you? Down here. Well, it's very nice of you to wait for my spell to fully channel. Okay. At least she's a good tank. Then again, I suppose that's what you get for that's what you'd expect from the undead Valkyrie lady. Okay. Ooh, no. Tree. Those hounds do a fair bit of damage. You'd really want to, you know, get that spell off. There's ways to actually buff them up as well. It's actually rather tempting. I long for the frozen waste in Northrend. This way, Shandalyn will take them by surprise. The Forsaken have broken through your defenses, Magistrate. You are out of time. A decision must be made. These are all NPCs from Hillsbrad. Just outshore. Die in battle and be raised as a servant of Forsaken, or drink in my blood and be reborn as Worgen, immune to the depravity of the Forsaken. Help us destroy the Forsaken and take order on for the Alliance. We would rather die than be turned into the Worgen, but seeing as how even death provides no relief from the atrocities of this war, we choose vengeance. Run. And by run, she means I'm gonna carry you to safety. It's rather impressive that you can fly in these halls. Then again, she's rather ghostly, isn't she? So, not that impressive. Sorry, staring at Ghost Valkyrie lady ass is probably not the best use of my time right now. So yeah, that was Magistrate Henry Meleb. He was the leader of South Shore once upon a time. Not anymore, considering what happened. You'll find that out soon enough. Let me think. One of the guys there that you saw there was the Flight Master of South Shore, but I don't remember anyone else. I don't recognize any of the other characters. If you want to know who they are, then you'll probably want to go look it up. I'm sure they have it on my wiki. Though there is one thing I want to check here. Well, there's a ton of the Nessingwary quests. Hemeth Nessingwary used to give these quests himself, but then when he moved to Outlands, they had his son giving these quests. Okay, so that's 25 to 35.